Hello everyone, this is Luna, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the shutdown art to continue. The sun is going to start setting, isn't it? It'll be a true test of whether or not I can stop being too loud, which is actually a concern because I've gotten a bit loud today. I think I need to be more careful because I don't want any breaks. I also want to take a look at Season 4 here. You know, Season 4 of G, and I want to know what the breakdown for card fights there is like, because it's the longest of the G series in the game. I mean, in general, really. And I'm just like, how many chapters is that? Is it likely to be worse than I imagine, or better, because there are less card fights for some reason? Anyway, I'll check that out after this, just because I need to know. I think that pretty much summarizes the information we've gathered at this time. Those guys at United Sanctuary treating the kids like that and calling it training? My sources tell me Mr. Koji Ibuki is a guest there from headquarters, and my sources tell me Mr. Koji Ibuki is a guest there from headquarters, and that he's heavily involved in the strengthening program. With someone from headquarters there, why is there still such tyranny? The management of the branches is left entirely to the discretion of the individual branch manager. Normally, it's not something we should be interfering with. However, in this case, I don't think we can ignore it any longer. I propose a meeting at headquarters between all the branch managers. Alright. You've already fought against this coach. There was always something about him that I could never figure out. But I never expected this. And that friend of yours from when you were a kid was a dog trainer, right? And by the way, I don't think that friend is a friend anymore. At least if Shion is sane. Shion, are you sane? I'm someone that people might think is insane. Are you functioning normally? Because that's something you should be saying. You seem privileged, Shion. Are you properly privileged? But whether you is there or not, it looks like United Sanctuary is using peer pressure as a tactic. What do you mean, peer pressure? That's where it's hard for one person to go against what the whole group is saying. I know a lot about peer pressure, and I'm not really the kind of person to fall for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm generally very resistant to influence. In fact, I'm so resistant to influence that it's kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, seriously. I just never really figured, I never give in to peer pressure, really. Unless, of course, someone's like, want to go out to get some food? And I'm like, yes. You know why that's something that I do give into? Because food is a common need. In fact, it is a need. If I don't eat, I'll die. And I don't want to die. I want to live! And so, of course, you can get me out of the house by being like, "Hey, let's go." You can get me out of the house by saying we're going to eat something. That's how you get me out of the house. That's the easiest way, actually. But obviously, if you lie about it, and you're not taking me out to eat, and I find out you're taking me somewhere weird, how the hell would I even be in those circumstances? I'm so against peer pressure that I'm not even willing to interact with humans if we're still going to treat each other like this. And I shouldn't say that, because I'm not an exception like Kenzaki, apparently. I mean, I still think that's true. Although, I don't know, maybe I just had to write more? I don't know, when I was writing a lot, it seemed like something was being compensated for there. I'm not entirely sure why. And I can't explain anything, but I should stop talking about my resistance to peer pressure. There was plenty of it back in the day, and I'm just like, no. 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 Yeah, people can't get me to do anything, although there are some things that someone can do to me if they point a gun at me. If you point a gun at me, I am able to become a very awful person. I don't know the extent of that, because there is a point where I'm just like, and just do it. Just do it. I don't feel like it anymore. I mean, that sounds terrible, but I mean, I don't want to go too far. I've got my limits, and honestly, if someone pushes me to that limit, I'm not going to be like, yes, I'll do what you say. I'll be like, no, hell no, just no. Although, considering what I just admitted, that I am able to be a terrible person, I just don't want to be. Please don't turn me into that. Please. Please don't. Anyway, if something is gradual enough, I think I would start to be like, I don't like what I've become. No! But yeah, I think that I'm talking in extremes here, and I'm not going to make any examples, because quite frankly, I'd rather not. I've already been terrible enough, I'm sure you guys can agree. Anyway. But whether you use there or not, it looks like United Sanctuary is using peer pressure as a tactic. What do you mean, peer pressure? Chrono, Tokaha, you guys live in Japan and you don't know what peer pressure is? And that's where it's hard for one person to go against what the whole group is saying. Yeah, Japan is I've heard there's... I don't know what it's like there right now. Whatever I heard about it in the past may no longer be true, but I think conformity is more of a norm there, at least compared to my country. And everyone should know my country because I've stated it countless times. You guys should know where I live, just don't stop me, okay? Although I don't think anyone wants to, because that'd be a pretty, you'd have to be very disturbed to actually decide you're going to do that. That's where it's hard for one person to go against what the whole group is saying. I've done that countless times. Especially with religion, I'm just like, no. I don't believe what you guys believe. I just don't. I've compared religion to a cult as well, which is more controversial, but I do believe that for a number of reasons that I won't go into here. Individuals can't make judgments on their own. And the individuals can't make judgments on their own. They end up being swayed by the group. Okay, peer pressure does make it sound more like a cult. I mean, if someone is kept there because of peer pressure as opposed to their own ability to reason, that's like, sure, they could leave and the group wouldn't stop them because all they had to do is remove those bans, but if peer pressure gets in the way of them deciding to do that, that's pretty much the same thing as keeping them there as a cult member. Though, I don't think this counts as an official cult. I think we've got to find a way to help them out. Slam! Why do I keep doing that? Hi, mate! Hola, mis amigos! I still cannot speak Spanish. I still cannot. Hola, mis amigos! Hello, okay, I'm very sorry if you speak Spanish. I mean, my apology is hollow because I can barely speak my own language, but at least at least I treat all languages equally. Which means that I equally mispronounce words from every language. So it's not just people that speak Spanish or Japanese or French or English. It's pretty much every language. Especially if I don't know your language at all. I mean, actually, if I don't know your language at all, that probably means I can't even make an attempt to read it. I can recognize Japanese if I can see it written out and there's a long enough sentence. But I can't, I'm not fluent in Japanese. I can just tell if something's written in Japanese, that's it. Hola, mi amigos. Yeah, I still don't think that was right. My bad. What are you doing here in Japan? He wants to be back in Japan. At this time, it's pure vacation. I came here because I wanted to surprise everyone. And here you are. Surprise, everyone! Oh, I nearly forgot. Presents! Where did he get these from? I think he said he was boarding a plane to Spain, which is probably where he lives. Although I certainly didn't want to say that when he was first introduced. Because I'm just like, that sounds like something I shouldn't say. But then it was confirmed, so I was headed to Spain. So I'm just like, okay, makes sense. But he was like a European champion. So since I know that Spain speaks Spanish, that was where my brain went. I'm just like, I don't like making judgments that could be very dumb and stereotypical. I hate doing that. Although, if someone's fictional and all I'm stereotyping them for is their zodiac sign, which, obviously I would have to know their zodiac sign to do it, but yeah, I've basically gotten most people's zodiac signs wrong. If there's only one person I was able to actually single out as their actual zodiac sign. One person. And that's because that person was so stereotypical that I was able to realize it without even looking it up. But I did look it up anyway just to confirm if I was right or wrong. Anyway, guys, let's continue. I'm sure he could be from anywhere, to be honest. And a special gift. For mi amigo. Does that have Gear Chronicle cards in it? Yes. I know because Chrono is talking. Where do you get it? It's just at the airport, actually. This stranger approached me with it. You didn't ask why this stranger is stalking Chrono? I'm kidding! Chrono doesn't have a stalker, but I do notice that this stranger knows quite a bit about Chrono's life, and that's very terrifying. And on one hand, I was like, I'd probably report this to the police. But then I'm like, would I actually do that though? Because free cards for my own clan, that sounds awesome. And the stranger hasn't exactly done anything that bad. Or have they? Have they? We just don't know. This stranger approached me with it. Do you remember what he looked like? Nah, I forgot. I think you're lying. Jaime. But you're trying to keep it a secret, aren't you? I thought the Gear Chronicle would be your card, mi amigo. Did I just click on something again? This is what happens when I can't move my taskbar. I know I did this on my old computer as well. I would just accidentally click on things. But I do it more often on this computer because my taskbar is at the bottom. I know it's there by default and it's not weird to most people, but I also have this weird tendency to just click on something at random. And that's not something everyone does. Not everyone does that. But I do, and that's weird. Yeah. Yeah, my weird quirk is... Well, I don't think I actually did click on anything. I just think I almost did. And that probably made me think I did, but I didn't. Okay, I'll move back here. You forget. Again, I think he's just trying to keep a secret. Chrono Dragon next stage. I think it's funny that someone is doing this because There's something super suspicious about these deliveries. There's someone that knows how Chrono's life is going. Especially with the way these deliveries are timed. It's almost like someone knows when he's lost. Or, I mean, seriously, just saying. I'm very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. I mean, in hindsight, of course I'm suspicious, but I mean, seriously. Could that be... the vault form of Chrono Jet Dragon? Yes, probably. I mean, I haven't touched the lore or anything in quite a while. The last time I looked at lore for this series was when I was looking up the lore for Altmile. And I was doing that for personal reasons that have nothing to do with the rest of the lore for Vanguard. Yeah, has nothing to do... Yeah. It's hard to say that it's not related to anything having to do with these characters, considering... Yes, it does. Shion is right there. I know, but again, personal reasons. That is your signature card, isn't it? But once I found Vanguard, a whole new world opened up to me. From that point, my future was filled with new possibilities. Because some weird person put a deck in my locker, and I still have no idea who they are. There's something I need you guys to help me with. Chrono! Chrono? He's smiling! For now. You and I need to talk. Come on. I can't right now. I've got my strengthening program session to go to. Scared of a challenge? If you want to get your revenge on me for beating you, then I suggest you tag along. Well, hello. It's really nice to meet you. Together we are Trinity Dragon. When are you guys going to begin your acting career? I want to know. Thanks for coming, Taiyou. Want to check out the food carts? Go to the amusement park? Hold on a second. I thought I came here to card fight. I never actually said that, did I? In that case, I'm off. Be still, my heart. Ta-da! Hi, you must be Chrono's friend. Hola. You're Jaime Alcaraz from the Euro League. Come on, we better get going before the day's over. Asakusa is awesome. The best. Okay, everyone, if you're ready, here we go. I think is... Okay, yeah, goes next. Okay, sure. I was just looking at what I said and it's like... Yeah, I know, Taiyou, but listen. I was almost thinking that something was wrong with the log. And then I saw that there was nothing wrong with it. And I'm just like, what? Okay, sure. And then I realized what I was reading. And I'm just like, this reminds me of something. And Taiyou was like, get back to the card game here. Yes, Taiyou. Look, guys, over there. Let's check our fortune. Oh, I got a fortune recently. Oh, what did it say? It said, I can't remember, but it was super generic. Let's pick one together. No thanks. I think I'll pass. Come on, which one are you going to choose? You can have first dibs. Pick whichever one you want. I want the one on the far right. I don't even know who's getting that one. Okay, now he tripped on accident. Seems like something I would do, because I have. Though fortunately, I usually avoid. I don't generally fall over, but there was this one time when I tripped over the fan in my room, and that was bad. It definitely, I was like, if I ever tripped on this thing, I would absolutely lose everything. And I tripped and everything was fine. I just had to get up to get a band-aid. And obviously clean off my knee because I skinned it. Yes, everyone needed to know about this just because Jaime tripped. And he may have tripped, but I'm not sure if he's going to. I mean, someone could help him get, you know, his. I can speak. Well, I'm just trying to figure out who's getting the one that I decided on, and which fortune is it. Watch out! Whoa, Chrono, you can juggle all of those? Oh, it looks like Jaime's clapping and amazed. To be honest, I'm amazed too. I can't do that shit. Oh, gracias, amigo. Now, the only thing I remember about my fortune is it said my luck would be very awesome today. It wasn't. I did better yesterday. Oh, gracias, amigo. Isn't anyone gonna give me a hand here before I topple over? Oh, this is great. Taiyou's really enjoying himself. Yeah, I want to put a big smile back on Taiyou's face. Vanguard's not just about winning and losing. It's about making new friends and exploring new horizons. That's what makes it fun. Fun? What is this word? Fun. I hate fun. I'm kidding. I don't. I just think it's funny. I just think that line is funny because it's so dumb. Who says that? Jack Atlas says it. He did it in the dub, actually. I don't know what he says in the sub version. And so that's what we need to show him, and then he might. My thought process went off course. Let me find it. Okay. Well, and then he might what, Chrono? And then he might what? I think it worked. It was worth getting everyone to help out. Yeah, maybe, but if he's still wearing that bracelet, what do you expect? I hope all this effort Chrono's making can get through to his friend. And what exactly do you think you're doing? A044. This is very cultish. They aren't even using names for each other. They aren't using names for each other. Everyone just gets a number. Everyone just gets a number. Although imagine a society where everyone is called by numbers and your name is a number. And that's normal. I think there would be more than 10 digits for a system like that. And the numbers would definitely be different than what we have. But it would be pretty interesting to explore a society like that. Not inherently insulting. We just think it is because it's not normal for us. He's a dog trainer, right? You know him? Who is he? What's wrong? What is it? A044? Is he a robot? Shut up. I'll explain later. Okay. You're scheduled to take stage 91. You are scheduled to take stage 91 of the enhancement program today. So why are you here and not there? I'm so sorry. You're coming back to the branch. Yes. Wait a minute. Can't you see what that training is doing to you? Wake up, Taiyou. Get out of the way, Chrono. I want to become stronger. You done yet? Let's go. No, I am not done. Taiyou's staying right here. This is an internal matter of the United Sanctuary branch. It doesn't concern you. Oh yes it does, because he's my friend. But it's none of my concern. I only listen to those who are strong. Then how about fighting me? So if you lose, you agree to back down and stop meddling, is that right? Then you're on. Stand up, Vanguard. So that's Mega Colony. It's good at prohibiting standing. Yes, indeed. Also known as the Paralyzed. Paralyzed? What's that? It means the opponent won't be able to stand on their next turn. So any unit hit with paralysis cannot stand. That includes the Vanguard. If he's been chosen as a dog trainer, he'll be good. So watch out. That's right, he's an A-rank fighter. Even among the dog trainers, he's one of the best. I don't care how strong he thinks he is. I'm gonna win this. Because this is for you, Taiyou. Lead to the future. Open up to the world. Ride Chrono Jet Dragon. To the summit of strength. Ride Intimidating Mutant. Dark Face. Why don't we get a sprite of him in the game? I mean, hold on, I'm done talking. Put the screws on those who lack strength. Generation Stride. Force Sphere, Mutant Deity. Stud Beetle. Paralyzed. Stop with your obsession with paralysis. And thanks to the skills I've used, you're not going to be able to stand or ride the next turn. Okay, he can't ride. But he's ridden his grade 3. Which means he can still stride. That might be a problem for you. I can't move the rear guards or the vanguard. But there's nothing I can do. What? He can't stride? Oh, is that true? Even if he tried to do that with the Vanguard, it would stay at rest. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You're powerless. Even the tiniest bug learns to defend itself. Say that to the ants that invaded my room one year. The ants that invaded my room just, they died. It was tragic, but they had to. They were trying to get to my food, and that's not allowed. Maybe it's time for you to consider entering our gates. To participate in the strengthening program. The United Sanctuary branch respects the intentions of the weak, who sincerely want to become stronger. And gives them the opportunity to do so. The United Sanctuary branch respects the intentions of the weak. Who sincerely want to become stronger, and gives them the opportunity to do so. Come on, get real. Who would wanna... Weakness is a sin. Do you expect me to listen to the weak? Do you expect me to listen to what the weak have to say? No one cares. They'll change nothing. You have something to say to me? Say it after you win. Generation Stride. Poison Spear, Mutant Deity, Parasphere. That's a Parasphere. 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 The path to the summit of strength is a harsh, steep journey. As dog trainers, it is our duty to discipline those who try and run away, because it is only through rigorous discipline that we learn our true strength. Rigorous discipline. That's stupid. I mean, sure, discipline is important, but there is a point where it no longer counts as discipline, and it's just abuse. Enough with your talk. I'm gonna win this no matter what. And with this win, I'll prove to you that the way you teach Vanguard in your program is a big mistake. Now's the time to grab hold of my future and all its possibilities. Generation Stride. Chrono Dragon next stage. Well, so that's his new unit. Cut through space-time and send him to the far side of destiny. Here we go, Supreme Energy Blaster. I can't believe it. Did Chrono just win? Yeah! I lost. I guess that turns me back into an underdog. Weakness is a sin. Great, isn't it, Taiyou? You no longer have to do any of that stuff. What's so great? There's nothing wrong with wanting to become stronger. I've always hated the fact that I was a weak kid. But I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't change myself. Then I finally found something. A way to become stronger. There was a possibility of a future. The United Sanctuary branch were the ones who guided me. So I will never run away from the training again. The weak person who is me no longer exists. Those who are born with strength and skill will never understand what it's like to struggle, to work, what it's like being an underdog. You've got no idea what it's like, Chrono. Let's go back now. Well, don't look at me like that. Not my fault your signature card is crying, mi amigo. I don't know. I just wanted to see Taiyou laugh. I never thought it would make him cry instead. I'm the one who's at fault here. I mean, winning was the only thing on my mind when I was playing that match. You know what? I'm sure there are other ways to do this. You know what? I'm sure there are other ways to do this. What do you say we give Taiyou another chance to find the enjoyment? Playing Vanguard. And this time, he'll get the message that Vanguard should be fun. I mean, if Taiyou is this serious and this insistent, I mean, I don't approve of what's going on, but I'm just like, if we're going to be stubborn about it, then there's only so much an adult can do. I mean, honestly, I should know, because I was that stubborn child that wouldn't change. Anyway, guys, that wraps things up for this video. In the next video, next stage, apparently. And yes, it's next stage. Yeah, there's no S in there.